Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna.
Check, check. Mic testing. Am I
Hare
audible?
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, am I audible?
Oh, yes, you're audible.
Oh,
Audible.
perfect. So once again, good evening, everybody. Good evening, Prabhuji. Today is the last session of this course, but certainly not the last in our practice. So today's session's all about the power of time. And as always, Prabhuji, thank you so very much for giving us your association. Let's get on with the lecture.
Hare Krishna. So, welcome all of you for the 5th session of this Gita course. So, before we start, can we have a quick revision? Maybe everybody can put one point what they liked in the yesterday's session. Yesterday's session was about God. Does God exist? So we discussed quite a number of points. Maybe we can just have a quick revision. So will someone like to share on any point? Okay, Vaishnav says A, B, C, D, E, F. Yeah, 7. The 6 points, the logical points to prove that God exists. A, B, C, D, F. Okay, and what else? Law of karma. Okay. Laws of nature, you're telling? Okay. Does God really exist? So that is the main point which we discussed yesterday. So in conclusion, God does exist, but we can't see him because our senses are imperfect. Okay. Pratyaksha Praman, that's right. Some people are handsome, beautiful, and others are poor or rich. Yeah. Okay. That's the law of karma. Yeah. So nothing in this world is by chance. Everything is happening by plan. Okay. So what else? Pratyaksha Praman, Anuman Praman. Yeah. Guesswork. Some people are rich, some people are poor. Yeah. Fibonacci sequence. Okay. So that proves that there is a fingerprint of God in this world. And Shabda Praman. Okay. Out of the three Pramanas, Pratyaksha, Anuman, and Shabda, which is the best Pramana? Which of the three is the best Pramana to understand God? Okay, Vaishnav says Shabda is the best. Okay, Gaurangi says invisible but exists. Okay, Lord is invisible but exists. Just like the pearls and the thread. The pearls are visible, but thread is not visible. Sutre Manigana Iva. Yeah, that's right. The things which cannot be touched and seen, but we feel. Okay, electron we cannot see, but we can see its presence by its effect. So that which is not seen can be seen by its effect. We can't see the air, but when we switch on the fan, we can feel the air. Similarly, I cannot see the soul, but I can feel the soul. I cannot see God, but I can feel the presence of God in my life. Okay. So these are some of the points which we discussed yesterday. So we'll continue today with the fifth topic, which is time. Day 5 is Kala, the time. The time rotates, Kala Chakra. So out of the 5 topics, we discussed Ishvara. We have discussed Jiva in the first session. We discussed Karma in the second session. We discussed Prakriti in the third session. And now in the fifth session, we're discussing about Kala, the time. But one important thing is Ishvara controls all other 4. Ishvara is in control of Jiva. Ishvara is in control of all the karmas. Ishvara is in control of the Prakriti. Maya Dhakshena Prakriti. Suyate Sacharacharam. The whole world, material and spiritual world, is controlled by the Lord. And Ishvara is Kala. Right? Ishvara means Krishna. Krishna is called Parameshvara. So he is in control of Kala, time also. So out of these 5, Ishvara is eternal, Jiva is eternal, Kala is also eternal, but Karma is temporary. Karma is created and then it is destroyed. Karma is created and it is destroyed. So Karma is temporary. And even Prakriti, the nature, the elements of nature are eternal, but the form of nature is temporary. Okay. So out of these 5, 3 are always eternal. Karma is temporary and Prakriti is also temporary. And its manifestation of Prakriti, the form of Prakriti is temporary. So power, influence of time, Kala, this powerful influence of time should do. Alexander, he was the greatest person, the greatest king. Where is he now? Where is Adolf Hitler? He was a powerful dictator of Germany. Where is he now? Where will be today's dictators tomorrow? Right? आज का राजा कल कहाँ रहेगा? So these are the questions we should think of. right? Where are the kings of the past? And where will be now? Where will we be in the future? So there's only one king in this world, time, Kala, which is representative of the Supreme Lord. Kalosmi, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, I am time. So by the power of time, great people are lost and new people are born. So that is time. We all want to remain young forever, but by the influence of time, what happens? Very soon we start growing old and our bodies become weak and frail. This is the power of time. See here, the influence of time causes old age. Time causes old age and time causes death also.
Most people spend their lives wrapped up in rushing to and fro.
I'll share the sound.
As time flows quickly by, days, months, and years rush by in the blink of an eye. Yet for some reason, people try to ignore this fact. It is as if they think they will never grow old. Yet the days of youth that they so fondly imagine will never end are really very short. Almost everyone realizes that he will grow old one day. Yet young people always feel that those days are very far off. They refuse to accept that they will one day be old, weak, and helpless. The two young people in this picture are good-looking, with clean and perfect skins and shining teeth. But there is another important detail. These pictures were taken in 1955. When this picture was taken, these two were most probably not giving any thought to the fact that they would one day grow old. Yet some 50 years or more have now gone by, and nothing remains of the youth and beauty in the picture. Time destroys everything. That is a law of the world.
So this is how the time destroys everything. And finally, we come to meet death. So this is how everything is coming to an end by death. So we are born, and then when we die, we enter the graveyard. We are born from dust and we become dust. Dust thou art and dust thou shalt become. That's what Jesus said. So same, all philosophies, all the religions say the same thing. हम मिट्टी से बने मिट्टी में मिल जाएंगे. But the intelligent person should think about what happens next. Here's one story. Okay, I want you to hear this story. At the end, there is a question which I want you to answer. So there was one island, and there was one Mr. Patel. He came to this island, and his ship broke down. So he was resting on the beach, and then suddenly some people came from inside. They caught him and took him, and they thought, no, maybe these tribal people are going to kill me. So he tried to save himself, but somehow they took him and they made him take bath. He thought that no, they will wash my body and then they'll feed me and they'll cut my head. That's what he thought. But then, surprisingly, they made him wear the robes of a king, and then they put him on the throne, and they uh, uh, put a helmet on his head. Helmet in the sense a crown on his head, And then they were glorifying him. Patel was surprised. You made me the king? Oh, yes, we have rule here. Any new person comes here, we make him the king for 1 year and he has to take care of the kingdom. Is it? So then all of us will obey your orders. So rule the kingdom for 1 year. Okay, then after that, what? What happened to the previous king? That was the question he asked, very intelligent. So Mr. Patel was intelligent to ask what will happen to him after 1 year of his spirit as a king. Then the people said, oh, after 1 year, we will send the king to another island. That's desolate island. There is no water there. There's no food there. There's only rocks and stones. And we put him there and he has to die. So this was the thing they told him. Now, if you are in the position of Mr. Patel, imagine you are in an island, you have become the king. After 1 year, your destiny is you're going to die in another desolate island. So what will you do? Yes. Any points? Think about this. Vaishnav is sharing change the rules. Oh, very good, thoughtful thing, but they are not ready to change the rules. They said, no, this is our rule. We have made this rule. After 1 year, you have to get out. Like just like country, our country has a rule 5 years. Most of the countries have 5 years rule. Any prime minister will be there for 5 years, and after 5 years, again election. Isn't it? Run away. Okay. War and peace. War, fight. With whom we'll fight? With all the people? This is Mayank who is saying, during 1 year period, I'll develop the desolate island and make it livable. Oh, very good. Escape from the place before 1 year completes. Vinith says, change the mind. Change whose mind? People's mind. Like they are not ready to change. But here I like this answer of Mayank, where he's telling that I would develop the island, desolate island, and make it livable. Means the king called some of his soldiers, maybe 100 of them. You go to the desolate island. First of all, dig a well. Kuwa khodo, pani nikalo. And after you dig the well, till the soil and put seeds and make a nice home for me. And I'll come there after 1 year. So these people went, they dig the well, they put seeds, they watered the seeds. And by 1 year, by the time he was out, he had nice food, he had nice home also. So what do we learn from this story? Shlok is telling, I'll ask everyone to give me 10 bag of rice and all essential things for me to survive because I'm the king and they will listen to me. Okay, so you can take all this. Well, good answer. You can take all the items with you and then you can enjoy. But after 10 bag rice is over, what will you do? Again, you have to dig the well, isn't it? So what do we learn from this story in our own personal life? How do we implement this story in our life? The king had 1 year term. How much term do we have? We don't know, isn't it? When death will come, we don't know. King knew that after 1 year he is going to die. Okay. So in our life also death will come. So intelligent people, they prepare for their death. After death, where I should go, that they will prepare for. But those who are not intelligent, they will think, अरे 1 साल के बाद देखेंगे ना, अभी एंजॉय करो, अभी राजा बन गया, लेट्स एंजॉय. 1 साल के बाद जो होगा देखा जाएगा. So dull people, dull-headed people, foolish people, they ignore the future. But intelligent man, intelligent king, he's enjoying as a king, that's true. But he's also preparing for the future. Similarly, intelligent man, he should also be happy now and also prepare to be happy in the future. Right? So, yeah, so Danesh is telling work from now onwards toward the path of Krishna. So afterlife, we can get free from the birth cycle. That's true. So intelligent man prepares from now for the future, next life. I should not be born in an animal family. I should not be suffering in the next life. So I should prepare for my next life. So let me become spiritual now. Let me become Krishna conscious now. So that's what he decides. So this is a lesson from the desolate island story. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says in verse number 26 and 27 that all the sons of Dhritarashtra, along with their allied kings and Bhishma, Drona, Karna, and our chief soldiers, also are rushing into your fearful mouths, and some I see trapped with heads smashed between your teeth. Right? So, अमिच्छत्वां धार्तराष्ट्रस्य पुत्राः सर्वे सहैवावनिपालसङ्घैः भीष्मो द्रोणासूतपुत्रास्ततैस्तथासौ सहास्मदीयैरपि योद्धमुख्यैः. Right? Bhishma, Drona, Sutaputra is Karna, and many other great commanders. Vaktarani te dashamana vishanti, they're entering into your mouth. Damshra karala bhayanakani. So his teeth are the teeth of the Kala Rupa is very terrible. केचिद् विलग्ना दशान्तरेषु सन्दृश्यन्ते चूर्णितानि चैरम्. So he says that they are all being crushed by the teeth. It means to say that all the commanders in the army are going to be killed. And then Lord is telling, Kaulosmi loka kshaykrit pravruddho lokan samahartamyo pravruttaha rite pitvam na bhavishanti sarve evasthita pratyanikeshu yodha. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, Time I am Kalosmi, the great destroyer of the worlds, loka kshaykrit pravruttaha. And I have come here to destroy all people. Lokan samahartam iha pravruttaha. I come here to destroy everybody. With the exception of you, Ritepitvam, all soldiers on both sides will be slain. Evasthita pratyanikeshu yodha. Both of them will be killed and destroyed. So Krishna is telling here that the outcome of the battle is what? Everybody will be dead except you, Pandavas. You will be victorious. And all others will be dead. So that's why Krishna, when he showed his form of time, Arjuna became confident. Oh, yes. Question is, I'm going to win. I have to do my part. Krishna will take care of the rest. So let me start fighting now. So then Arjuna picks up his bow and starts fighting after listening to Bhagavad Gita. So, for those who do not surrender to the Lord, time comes as death. But those who surrender to the Lord, those who are devotees of the Lord, the time comes as an opportunity to meet God. Okay, so death is not very painful for devotees, but for materialistic people, death is the most painful incident. So there are two worldviews. Some people see this world as a hotel, and some people see this world as hospital. Hotel means what? I am the enjoyer, customer is the enjoyer. I want idli, dosa, samosa, chocolate, cake, ice cream. Waiter, send me all these items. And who is the waiter? God. People think God is my servant. God, bangla de do, gaadi de do, give me a job, give me money. They go and demand from God always. So that is hotel worldview. But actually, hotel worldview is not the right one, because we are treating God as our servant. But God is not our servant, He is our master. So, better than hotel worldview is hospital worldview. This world is a hospital. Because those souls, those jivas who have rebelled against God, who have this envious mentality, they come to this material world. And here they should be treated. So that's why in the hospital there are wards, there is medicine, there is nurse, there is doctor, and they give special treatment to the patient so that he becomes cured of the disease. Similarly, we have the disease of rebellion against God. So here we are cured of the disease by doctors. Who is the doctor? Gurus. Right? So the guru gives us the treatment and cures our disease in this hospital. So in this hospital, you'll find mainly patients, some doctors. Similar in this material world, you'll find many patients and few gurus. And these gurus, they keep traveling across the world and keep distributing medicines. And what is the medicine? Medicine is in the form of devotion, in the form of the holy name, in the form of Bhagavad Gita. So that's the medicine. Mantra Aushadhi, Nam Aushadhi, and Bhagavad Gita Aushadhi, Gyan Aushadhi. They keep distributing. And by this, they destroy the disease of the conditioned souls. So here is a video about happiness. People are searching for happiness, but in this material world, because they think that this world is a hotel and try to enjoy, but they never enjoy. So this fellow is trying to, he saw the cookies and he wants to enjoy the cookies. Trying to so much to get this. Funny video. But there's a lesson hidden in this. So what's the lesson? That in this world, people are trying to enjoy. I want happiness. I want happiness. They're searching for happiness. They're searching for happiness. But no matter how much they try, they cannot enjoy fully. Right? The happiness is out of reach. So that biscuit is like happiness. And this fellow is trying to get that happiness, but it's out of reach. So rather than treating this world as a hotel, we should treat it like a hospital and try to get cured of the disease which we have acquired. And again, go back to the spiritual world from where we have come. And where does the soul come from? Originally, soul belongs to the spiritual world. There, every word is a song. Every walk is dance. Water is like nectar. All living beings are pure. There is no old age, disease, or death. That is a real eternal home where we can get ultimate unending happiness. Thus, our goal of life is to return back home, back to Godhead. So this is our goal. So if we have come from God, we have to go back to God. Allide namma mane illiruvudu summane. That is my real home. I have come here simply doing time pass in this material world. So let me go back to God. So that should be my desire. And in the spiritual world, it's an amazing place. There is no need of sun, moon, electricity, nor fire. Those who reach it will never return to this material world. न तद्भासेते सूर्यो न शशांको न पावकः यद्गत्वा न निवर्तन्ते तद्धाम paramam mama. So the Paramam Dhama is Vaikuntha Dhama. It's Krishna's planet. So we have to go there. That's what Krishna is telling in Bhagavad Gita 15.6. Come back to me, he says. Antakale cha mameva smaran muktva kalevaram yah prayati samadbhavam yati nastyatra samshayah. And whoever at the end of his life quits his body, remembering me alone, at once attains my nature. Of this there is no doubt. So Krishna is telling how to come to him? By thinking of him at the time of death. Especially when death comes, we should think of Krishna. And when we think of Krishna at the time of death, we go back to Krishna Loka. So this is the formula which Krishna is giving in the 8th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. How to think of Krishna? So that's the next question. Which is the easiest way to think of Krishna? So let me talk about the different processes of yoga. I'm opening another PowerPoint presentation to help you. So is mantra. Man means mind, tra means deliver. So that which delivers the mind from all negative things. That's called mantra. So mantra meditation. So this is the easiest way to remember the Lord, especially in Kali Yuga. So in different yugas, there are different types of meditation recommended. But in Kali Yuga, it is, see Satya Yuga, the recommended process was meditation on the super soul. So they'll sit for thousands of years and meditate on the Lord, and they'll attain perfection after thousands of years. In Treta Yuga, the process was performing extensive fire sacrifices, yajnas. But in Kali Yuga, it's impractical because one yajna requires a lot of gold, lot of money. So, but in Kali Yuga, we don't have that much capacity. Ordinary person cannot afford. And pure ingredients are required: pure milk, pure ghee, pure curds, pure gold, and pure brahmanas who can chant mantras perfectly. So when the brahmanas are pure, their vibration of the sound will be pure, and that will produce the desired effect. Right? Everybody may chant the same mantra, but the effect will be different because it depends on purity. Right? I may say Hare Krishna, you may say Hare Krishna, but the effect may be different because everybody has got different consciousness. But those who chant with pure consciousness, that produces immediate effect. So Treta Yuga, yajnas are recommended, but it's not practical now. And Dwapara Yuga, elaborate deity worship, festivals, temples. But in Kali Yuga, it's not practical to maintain temples. We see so many big temples, but hardly any good maintenance. Like you go to Tamil Nadu, you go to Andhra Pradesh, you go to Karnataka, also big temples are there, but it's difficult to maintain because in the past, kings used to sponsor everything for the temple. They used to patronize. They are the patrons for the temples, and all the necessary expenses for the temple were borne by the government. You can say the kings. But in the modern age, governments don't bear these expenses. They don't maintain the temples. They're interested in building factories, industries, and in the so-called, in the name of scientific advancement, They compromise on spirituality. Temples are the last thing they try to do, especially in most of the places. So, but of course, there are some good leaders who focus on temple maintenance and construction. But in Kali Yuga, it's very difficult to build and manage temples. That's why in Kali Yuga, the easiest process which is recommended is chanting of the holy names of the Lord. So it doesn't require any expenses. Lord has given us a tongue and He has given the ears. So chant with the tongue and hear through the ears. Okay. Even in other religions also, chanting is recommended, like Christianity, Islam, Sikhism, Buddhism. So all of them, they chant the different names of the Lord. Right. Similarly, in Sanatana Dharma, our religion is called Sanatana Dharma, which recommends repetition of the holy names of the Lord in the form of mantra. So, what religion we are talking about, which is mentioned in Bhagavad Gita and Vedas and Puranas, is Sanatana Dharma. So, let me discuss something about this because there is a news about this going on. Some people say Sanatana Dharma should be eradicated, like that. But the word Sanatana itself is meaning eternal. Sanatana means eternal, inexhaustible. So that which can never be destroyed, that is Sanatana. How can you destroy Sanatana Dharma? It's not possible. So how old is Sanatana Dharma? Okay, Bhagavad Gita is 5,000 years old. And in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is telling that this Sanatana Dharma is very, very old, millions and millions of years old. It is there since the dawn of creation, since the beginning of creation, it is there. So the Sanatana Dharma can never be destroyed. It is eternal religion. And it is simply nonsense to say that Sanatana Dharma can be stopped. It is not possible. So that's why Sanatana means eternal. Temporarily, it may be covered over. Like sun is there. Sometimes the sun is covered by the clouds. How long? Maybe a few minutes, a few hours. After that, again the sun is visible, isn't it? So sometimes the clouds cover the sun and there is shadow, there is darkness. But after some time, again there is bright sun. Sun is eternal. Clouds are temporary. Sun is eternal. Sun is Sanatan in that sense. Similarly, the religion which God Himself has given, Krishna Himself has given, that's called Sanatana. And who can destroy it? Nobody can destroy. Of course, it may be temporarily covered, get covered by darkness, but after some time again it will rise. Okay, so nobody can destroy Sanatana as such. So in Sanatana Dharma also we chant names of Lord Rama, Krishna, Narsimha, Vamana, Vasudeva. There's so many mantras we chant. So in out of many mantras, especially this Kali Santana Upanishad talks about Hare Krishna mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Iti Shodashakam Namnam Kali Kalmashanashanam. Natah Parataropaya Sarva Vedeshu Drishyate. After searching through all the Vedic literature, one cannot find a method of religion more sublime for this age than the chanting of Hare Krishna. This is Kali Santana Upanishad. All the Vedas mention the name of Krishna. Nama Sankirtanadeva Tarakam Brahma Drishyate. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So Brahmanda Purana talks about this mantra again. And Bhagavatam also talks about this. Kaler dosha nidirajan asti heko mahaguna kirtanadeva Krishnasya. Mukta Sangaha Param Vrajit. In Kali Yuga, if you chant Krishna's name, you will become free from all bondage. Dvaparye Janer Vishnuho Pancharatraistu Kevalaihi. Kalotu Nama Rupena Nama Mantrena Pujyate Bhagavan Harihi. In Dwapar Yuga, people worship Lord with Pancharatra and worship Archa Vigraha Seva. In Kali Yuga, Nama Matrena, just by chanting one can worship the Lord. Yeah. Hare Nama, Hare Nama Eva Kevalam. Kalo Nastyeva, Gatiranyatha. See, three times it is emphasized. Hare Nama Eva. And 3 times other processes are nullified. Kalau nastyeva nastyeva nastyeva. So no other process is effective. Dhyana, yajna, and puja is not very effective. But in Kali Yuga, Harinama is effective. एतावनेव लोकेऽस्मिन् पुंसां धर्मः परस्मृतः भक्ति योगो भगवती तन्नाम ग्रहणादिभिः. Again, Srimad Bhagavatam talks about chanting of the holy name. Tannama Grahanadivihi. So that's the best form of worship. So not only Shastra talks about this, and even scientific research which is done about chanting talks about the benefits of mantra meditation. So there was a research done by David Wolf, who made some people chant the Hare Krishna mantra and did research on them. And he found very good positive results. Those who chanted mantra, they got.
Spiritual disciplines recommend meditational practices
Are you able to see? Yeah, this is a video.
such as silent meditation, silent recitation of mantras, and also the verbal repetition of specific mantras out loud. A clinical test of the benefits of mantra chanting was performed on 3 groups of 62 subjects, males and females of average age 25. They chanted the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra 25 minutes each day under strict clinical supervision. Results showed that regular chanting of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra reduces stress and depression and helps reduce bad habits and addictions. These results formed a PhD thesis at Florida State University.
All are Westerners who are chanting here. So they're doing this in Japan, and they found very good positive results. Their depression, stress reduced. There were 31 males, 31 females participated. Okay, stress, depression, and other things were found. So decrease in stress, very great decrease in stress in Mahamantra. So 3 groups formed. One was Mahamantra group, who chanted the Hare Krishna mantra. Alternate mantra group, there were 19 of them, and control group. Means they'll not chant any mantra, they'll try to control their stress and anger. See the outcomes. So Mahamantra group is positive, 11 points, 8 points. Reddy's decrease in stress was very good, great in, and Mahamantra chanting. Depression also reduced greatly. An increase in sattva, there's good increase. But alternate group, there is negative results also, and very few, very less positive results. So this goes to show that science also confirms that chanting helps. So benefits of chanting. So there are different levels of alertness which we have. Like when you are sleepy, we are not alert. The mind is switched off. The drowsiness zone, mind is active, but mind is dull. It is sleeping. It is drowsy. And then there is relaxed alert zone, which is mantra meditator in alpha zone. And there is active zone and very hyperactive zone. So chanting the mantra brings the mind to this stage, relaxed alert zone, where the mind is relaxed, at the same time very alert and very, very, very productive. So there is a productive state of the mind. So the mantra chanting brings mind to this productive state. And mantra also burns away bad habits. Like some people used to drink and smoke, but they later became nice devotees. Hippies became happies. When Srila Prabhupada in 1965 went to America to start ISKCON in America, ISKCON was started in America by Srila Prabhupada. Because Srila Prabhupada's guru told him that you should go to America and tell about Bhagavad Gita there. So when he told about Bhagavad Gita to these hippies, they became Hare Krishna devotees. They transformed, they completely gave up bad habits like drugs and smoking and drinking. This is the power of transformation. Freedom from sinful reactions. Like some people are asking, is it possible to get free from all papa karma? Yes, possible. By chanting the Hare Krishna mantra, all the karmas gradually reduce. Karmani nirdahati kintu cha bhakti bhajam. Very gradually, the sinful reactions reduce. Like the seeds that are fried in a pan lose their potency to sprout, The harmful karmic reactions lose their power to act by the power of the holy names of Krishna. भगवान के नाम पे बल पे क्या हो जाता है? सारे का पाप कर्म धुल जाते हैं, नष्ट हो जाते हैं. And really from unwanted desires, like this is a lust. This man is looking at this girl with a desire to enjoy. So karma reduces, right? And bad habits reduces, sinful tendencies reduces. No? See, this boy is chanting Hare Krishna mantra. See, some people have chanted and they're sharing, right? If I start my day on the spiritual note by chanting Hare Krishna, I can make it through the day in a pleasant mood. Stephen Farmer. Right. Chanting Hare Krishna and reading authorized books on Krishna consciousness has brought me great peace. Ramesh Lal. Hema Malini, let's create a magic through the power of prayer. Let's chant together Hare Krishna. And all the sufferings, let's make a very beautiful and peaceful world. So Hema Malini also daily chants Hare Krishna mantra. When I'm stressed out, I chant. It's one thing that which charges my batteries. It clears my mind and brings me back in focus. Whenever I'm nervous, I find chanting very calming. I don't get shaken up at little things. Sally Relic. My outlook towards life is a lot brighter after starting to associate with Hare Krishna devotees and chanting the Mahamantra. Bruce Kleinberg, so army officer. Even like Arjuna was an army officer. So even army people also chant. I know some army people who keep Bhagavad Gita with them. They chant also the mantra. I have noticed that as chanters progress from one level to a deeper level, they become more realistic, more tolerant, and more energetic. Donald Duck. Chanting Hare Krishna has helped me face all ups and downs in my life with great confidence and peace of mind. Mr. Rishikesh Mahapadlal is from Bombay, industrialist. George Harrison, famous musician. Chanting is really a process of having realization of God. George Harrison. He is one of the famous Beatles group leaders. Ford, Mr. Ford, Alfred Ford, CEO of Ford Motors Company. He chants Hare Krishna every day. I started chanting Hare Krishna mantra on my beats and studying books. Chanting Lord Krishna's name changed my lifestyle. So there are some rules to chant the Hare Krishna mantra. Before chanting Hare Krishna, we chant this Panchatattva mantra. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaurabhaktavrinda. So these five personalities inaugurated the Hare Krishna chanting 500 years ago. The mantra was there in the Shastras, but 500 years ago, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he brought it to the public. He brought it to common man also. So that's why we take their blessings, these five people, and then chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So we chant this mantra. Okay. So in this way, when we chant the mantra properly, then we will be able to get the benefit out of it. Okay. So by chanting the Hare Krishna mantra, we can come closer to Lord. We can attain the Lord very quickly. So these are some of the points which I wanted to discuss today. Now, before we go ahead, we can have any questions if somebody has. We can take. Of course, there are some important announcements. Maybe before we take this question, we can maybe chant for five minutes, not 5 minutes, maybe 3 minutes. It's 27 times we'll chant. Generally, we chant 108 times. But today, as a practice, we'll chant 27 times. Maybe I request everybody sit comfortably in a nice posture, and you can also switch on your videos if it is possible. So you can sit and we can chant together just 3 minutes meditation, which will help us to control our mind. And I'm just trying to open the mantra chanting. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Okay. Okay, I see only few videos on. Okay. If others are comfortable, you can sit on and we'll chant. Okay. Just starting a video and we'll follow this video for chanting. Okay, I see some more videos on. That's very good. Okay. So we'll start now. All of you sit comfortably and you can see the screen and you can follow the meditation. Okay.
Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Madhava
Shiva
Sivasadi Gaur Bhakta Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Hare
Yeah, pause it here. Yeah. So like this generally we do for 10 minutes every day. So in interest of time, I did only for short time. But tomorrow onwards, our volunteers and coordinators will be doing chanting. They'll inform you about what time it will be, and we'll be conducting it. Yeah, so they'll be sending a Zoom link and they'll be chanting in the group. So all of you can join. So chanting together also has very powerful impact, right? Together, Sankirtan means when together all of us come together and chant, that's called Sankirtan. So, so it will be in the morning or it will be in the evening. They will take a poll and will inform you I already do a chanting every day morning at 6:30, where a couple of people join. So if others are also interested, you can join at the same time in the morning. Or if evening is convenient, then evening also they will do. So they will take a poll and see the convenient time and then start this. Okay. Hare Krishna. Now, if anybody has any questions, we can ask questions. Okay, there is a question here. What is the difference between Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam? Bhagavad Gita is spoken by Krishna to Arjuna in the battlefield of Kurukshetra. That is Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavatam is spoken by Shukadev Goswami to Parikshit Maharaj. Parikshit is the grandson of Arjuna. Parikshit was cursed to die in 7 days. So he went on the bank of Ganges and there he sat and then he heard Srimad Bhagavatam. So Bhagavatam is about Krishna. Bhagavad Gita is by Krishna. Okay? That is a simple way to understand the difference. Hmm. What's the meaning of hippies? Oh, hippies are people who are addicted to bad habits. That's called counterculture. Counterculture means they go against the normal way of life. Right? Generally, people live very good life. The counterculture means they oppose. Instead of keeping short hair, they keep long hair. They take drugs, they drink, they smoke, they rebel. So that's the kind of people hippies were. But Srila Prabhupada went there and made them into happies. They gave up all their bad habits and became devotees of the Lord. Okay, any other questions? Is our life every moment is a meaning? Okay, that's a comment. I feel there's not a question. Yes, every moment in our life is meaningful if we use it in Lord service, if we use it in Krishna service. But if we don't use it in Lord service, then it is of no meaning, no value. Yes. Okay. Any other questions? So how many of you can chant at least some few minutes every day? Please raise your hands. For how many of it is possible that you can chant this mantra, Hare Krishna mantra, every day, at least for a couple of minutes. If possible, 10 minutes, it's very good. And Gauranga says, me, sir, I think she's already chanting. I met you last year, you remember? You had participated in the competition, yeah. And you had come to our center in Kalburgi, yeah, I remember. So we have to chant this mantra and you should be able to uh, hear the mantra attentively. And what will happen? It will have powerful impact. So I see many thumbs up going and many of you in the chat box saying that yes, you'll chant. So that's very good. You chant every day and this will give you a very, very positive effect. So 4 things we need to do. First is association of devotees. Okay, regularly visit temple. Okay, if you have ISKCON temple nearby, you can visit ISKCON temple. If not, attend such Zoom sessions. Second thing, read Bhagavad Gita every day. Third thing, chant. A means association, B means Bhagavad Gita reading, C means chanting, and D means try to take Krishna Prasadam as far as possible. Good healthy diet. That will help you to progress in spiritual life. So there's a question here. Could you please tell how to always act in Krishna consciousness in any state of life? Yes. So how to always act? Yeah, that is a very ideal stage. But at least we can begin with sometimes acting in Krishna consciousness. Like before you start to study, you can pray to Krishna. Oh Lord, I am studying this. Please give me strong memory so that I can remember these concepts and understand them. And after you study, or after you give the exam and results come, oh Lord, by your grace, I could get these marks. I offer it to you. So at least karmarpanam. So whatever activity you are doing, we can offer the results to Krishna. We can do karmarpanam. And then slowly we'll progress to offer our soul and heart to Krishna. Directly we may not be able to offer our heart to Krishna. But at least we begin by offering our activities to Krishna. Okay. Very good. Any other questions? I think there's no more questions. So about the further thing, we will inform you. Okay, in the WhatsApp groups, a Zoom link will be sent for daily chanting. So all of you can join. So they'll be reading for 5 minutes and then they'll be chanting for 10 minutes. So that's how it will be. So you can join on Zoom like this. You'll read for 5 minutes and chant for 10 minutes. So that will be the daily activity. So that's the essence of these 5 day sessions. And many of you are filling the quizzes. So we'll be sending the certificates of participation to those who complete all the quizzes. It will be digital certificate. It will be sent to you on WhatsApp. Yes, Avigna, that's right.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep. And last but not least, thank you so very much, Prabhuji, for giving us this crisp 5 day course, which really kindles our faith and really puts us onto this path of bhakti. And another really nice thing that I noticed that even in the middle of the meeting, there was still around 40 plus individuals. So I'd really thank you all for taking your time out and for really showing interest in this beautiful path. So with that being said, thank you once again, Prabhuji. And definitely to everyone over here, 15 minutes of your day, it's really not a lot. In fact, I've benefited tremendously from this process. And honestly, I'd want to see you all benefit as well. So I'd highly recommend that you all come for those 15-minute sessions. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you so much, Avigna, and your entire team for coordinating this, for inviting me, for giving these sessions, and for inviting so many of the students who are here from different parts of the state. Some are from Bangalore, some are from NIT Surat, some are from Kalburgi. I don't know which all colleges they are from. So thanks for nicely coordinating.
Pleasure, Sats.
Okay. Yes. So I think we'll stop here. Okay. I think there's one question. Is Krishna only Supreme Lord? Krishna says that he is the Supreme Lord. And there are many other devatas. Krishna is Deva, Devadidev, the Supreme Lord, and others are subordinate gods. There's a private question which has come to me. Why did monsters start the fight with gods if they had everything? Monsters means asuras. Yeah, because they are hungry. Asuras want to steal away others' property. So they wanted to steal Devata's property. So they attacked Indra. They attacked like Hiranyakashipu. They attacked Indra because they want to enjoy everything. They're not satisfied with what they have. They want more and more and more. That is the mentality of asuras. But Devatas, they're satisfied with what they have. So we should become devas, devotees. We should not become asuras. We should curb the asuric tendency within our heart by chanting the mantra. In Treta Yuga, Lord Ram killed Ravana, who was an asura by Ram Ban. But in Kali Yuga, by chanting the Rama Nama, Krishna Nama, one can destroy the monster within us. In everybody's heart, there is a monster. Okay. So we have to destroy that monster by chanting the names of the Lord. Okay. Yes. Thank you. So we'll end here. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.